Millions of military veterans will soon be eligible for extra medical care for exposure to toxic chemicals while on duty.
Along with those benefits, Congress will also clear the way for Camp Lejeune families to sue for dangerous drinking water on base decades ago. As WRAL investigates, Cullen Browder reports, it's a victory that came with a heavy price.
This is the Jacksonville City Cemetery, not far from Camp Lejeune, and this section will stop you in your tracks. It's reserved solely for babies who died. Dozens of gravestones with angels, bears, trucks, marking just moments of life, most on a single day from the 50s through the 80s. All during the period federal investigators determined hundreds of thousands of Marines and their families were exposed to well water contaminated by cleaning solvents. Do you have any doubt that this section of the cemetery is related to the Camp Lejeune toxic water?
Absolutely not.
Retired Marine Jerry Ensminger has become the face of the fight for justice.
You wouldn't believe the resistance I got from the Marine Corps.
Ensminger's daughter, Janie, was conceived and born while the family lived at Camp Lejeune in the 70s. She died of leukemia at age 9. It wasn't until years later the grieving veteran linked his child's death to the toxic water on base.
It didn't take me too long to figure out that not only were they not going to step up and do what was right, they were doing everything in their power to do what was wrong.
A cover-up?
Yeah.
Ensminger joined then-President Barack Obama for the signing of the 2012 law unofficially named for Janie that provided benefits for vets with presumptive illnesses tied to the poisoned water. Still missing, however, was a legal avenue for Lejeune military families to sue for relief.
It just brings back a lot of hurtful pain, memories.
Audrey Williams Pride, who now lives in Charlotte, lived on base with her Navy husband in the mid-'80s. Despite a complication-free pregnancy, her son Willie, who would have been 36 years old today, died at birth without explanation.
I thought for the longest it was something I did that caused the death of my child.
Pride now blames the toxic water and wants the military to accept responsibility. Is it about money for you?
For me, it's not. 36 years, I believe I would have let go a long time ago. For me, it's about justice, about standing up.
The levels that were detected in the early 80s, actually, at Camp Lejeune were among the highest, if not the highest, I've ever heard of.
Epidemiologist Dr. Richard Clapp cites studies proving the toxic water has deadly consequences, including stillbirth. He, too, believes families deserve help after all these years.
If we can do it for Vietnam vets, we can do it for Camp Lejeune vets and their families.
Back at the cemetery, 3 gravestones lie together, showing baby Susie Daniels died in 1963, Lucy in 66, and Judy in 70. We contacted their mother, Nancy Daniels, who confirmed to us all 3 were born and died while the family lived on base for more than a decade. She believes toxic water contributed to the stillbirths.
They didn't give a damn. The only thing they cared about was if you opened the tap and water came out.
Ensminger won't stop speaking out for his family and thousands of others who lived at Lejeune. After 25 years in the Marines, this is his life's mission.
They figured they were going to get away with what happened at Camp Lejeune. I'm here to see that they don't.
Cullen Browder, WRAL News, Onslow County.